Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, it's Raidhyn, and tonight I'm bringing to you a new game that was just recently released on Steam Early Access. It is called Chaos Reborn, and it is a fantasy, tactical, strategy role-playing game made by one of the original designers of the old-school XCOM games, and I saw it pop up on Steam today, and pretty excited to be checking it out. I have not played this at all yet, so you're going to be stumbling through this with me. From what I can tell, this is designed to be a multiplayer game. We do have an option for offline battle, and it looks like we're not going to have the choice to fight in secret. It says our next major release will allow you to fight these AI battles, but that's not where the state of the game is. Right now it is on early access, so it looks like there are backer level upgrades, which is interesting. We have the standard game package. If we run into these people, we'll know that these guys helped out on Kickstarter, which is pretty neat. And let's see if we can figure out how we can start playing. We have a configuration menu, that's cool. I am a male wizard, which is quite important. What is this? Realms of Chaos. The full RPG experience will come with a realm exploration mode. Sounds pretty cool. But it looks like for now, the only option we have is to go full-on multiplayer battle. So, let's go matchmaker. We'll just see what happens. We'll go for live because we kind of want to be able to get through an entire match in this video, and then the victory conditions for battle. Using victory points will guarantee a winner. Otherwise, any surviving wizards at the end of a battle will be joint wizards. Alright, so let's try this out. See what happens. Now, this game did look pretty interesting. And I do love tactical strategy games, so let's see how this game turns out. Let's see if it's any fun. Welcome to Chaos Reborn. This is a help message. Cool. So it looks like I'm down here, and our other enemy wizard here, Cosmic Goat, is over there. So, looks like it's my turn. Our objective is to kill the enemy wizard using spells in combat. Try casting a spell by dragging a spell card onto a purple target hex. A creature spell is good to start with. Looks like we've actually got some dwarves, we've got a goblin, a unicorn. I don't know what these percentages are. Maybe that's the amount of mana that it's going to take up. Let's try casting this. Cast illusion. All spells have a percentage chance to be successfully cast. Creature spells can be cast as illusions instead of real, which means they automatically succeed. Illusions behave exactly as real creatures, except they can be disbelieved by other wizards. Let's cast a real one. Alright, that's quite pretty. Welcome to life. Can we do anything else? Nope, I think we are only going to get one turn, and it looks like there's also some sort of deck ability. Right here, spell deck, remaining 10. No, let's move with our creatures. Looks like we can move forward just a bit. Let's check this out. Do we have to left click? Nope. I feel somewhat useless. Alright, we should be able to move to any of these green hexes, right? That's what I would imagine. That's probably our move range. Maybe not. Maybe we can... Each turn, creatures and wizards can move and attack in any order. Wizards may also cast one spell per turn. Left click on a green movement hex to set a destination, and left click on it again to move. Ah, I see. Alright, so we can go over here. Now, I don't think these guys we can actually move. Chaos Reborn is a turn-based game. It's not your turn yet, so we must wait for the enemy wizards to finish their turn. In the meanwhile, you can experiment with the navigation controls or examine spell cards on the bottom of the screen by mousing over them. Looks like Cosmic Goat summons some sort of flaming phoenix bird, perhaps? Disbelieve. Dispel illusionary creatures. Ah, so that's what it was talking about, where we can disbelieve them. We have a Magic Bolt, which is a powerful direct attack with a 3 hex range, requiring a clear line of sight. I'm starting to wonder now if these purple things are something important. Can we hover over them, get any information? Not just yet. Let's see. You can burn spell cards for mana points by dragging a spell card onto the staff image below. Alright. Let's summon ourselves a goblin. Since you know goblins feel important, we can move up here with our dwarf. which is good, and then we can slide him over here. And it looks like the goblins are gonna have more movement than the dwarfs, which is kind of interesting. I don't think we're close enough range to cast anything. We could probably get rid of the mount. Can be ridden by a wizard. That's kind of neat. But we don't have enough mana to do anything with that. So let's just end our turn. Hit end turn. Yes, okay. Our opponent is providing us with incredibly helpful information. So I'm going to assume that the stick over here is what's kind of giving us our... What does this button do? Nothing that I can see. But I'm assuming that the staff over here is our measurement of how many actions we can take, or maybe we can only use one card a movement speed. Magic attack. Decree. Attack an enemy anywhere on the battlefield. Creatures die. They fail a magic power test. There are 4 ways to get mana points. Killing an enemy, creatures and wizards, burning spell cards, failing to cast a spell, and collecting mana sprites with your wizard. So let's see if we can use the unicorn to see if we can mount. So the percentage must be the ability for it to work. Let's find out. Can we actually get on the unicorn now is the question, and ride it? Nope, doesn't look like we can just yet. But that's alright, let's move over here. I don't think we're close enough yet for that to be useful. And let's see, we have a few other options. What is the range? So it looks like this has pretty much infinite range, but can we use it? I don't think so. Maybe if we get rid of our magic shield. Let's see, what will this do? Will this allow us to play something else? I don't think so. So it seems like we just get 1 card a turn, but we did get some free mana, which is pretty cool. And actually that seemed to bump up all of our... it seemed to bump up the percentage for all of the casts here, which is kind of neat. I wonder if... See, we have like this kind of like sliding percentage. So I guess part of the strategy of the game is the idea that your cards that are up front, the game seems to want you to play those a little bit earlier, whereas the cards towards the end, not so much. So let's see what happens here. Looks like we got attacked twice. The eagle attacked the dwarf but did not succeed. Does the dwarf get a counterattack? Doesn't look like he does. Creatures highlighted with the red hex can be attacked. The percentage indicates the chance to kill. So he's engaged to the enemy, which means I would imagine that he is kind of stuck that way. Magic bolt, range 3, requires line of sight, power 10. So if we can get this guy out of here somehow. Let's see if... Oh, well, that thing disappeared just about a minute as I thought he was going to be useful, so let's attack. Alright, was able to do that without a problem. Let's see if we can get on our horse here. Doesn't look like he can move again, but we might be able to use this magic bolt on the goblin. Alright, magic bolt succeeded. Magic attack decree. Can we use this? No, because we used a card. That's okay. Can we play? Nope, we can't, because we used the card, so that's it. Ending of the turn. Is this your first game too? Yes, it sure is. Sorry for taking so long. Just trying to read through everything. Alright, law plus 2%. Oh, it looks like we got a full-on dialogue here, which is kind of cool. You just cast another goblin summoner thingamajig. But I think we're doing okay. You know, if we do manage to win our first game, I'll feel really good with it. Alright, so Cosmic Goat's being pretty nice and friendly, which is fantastic. I do appreciate that. It's one of the things I like about indie games, especially early access. Like, there's a lot more understanding with games when they're just coming out and people aren't like, dude, learn to play, noob. Like, you know, and all the rest of that kind of stuff. So, let's see. Magic Bolt. So I'm not sure how to go about doing this. It looks like plus 8%. Interesting. Alright, so let's see. Let's move up here. We're gonna see how much it would be to attack this guy. 33% for it to work out. That's 1 out of 3. We can try it. I think? Not sure. Let's see. Can we move here? Nope. That's kind of frustrating. Well, let's use a Magic Bolt. Because we have a Magic Bolt, so we may as well. And yeah, I'm still kind of trying to figure out how all of this works and what the system is. Now, I saw that Cosmic Goat was able to do something interesting with these little purple bits. He was able to kind of deactivate the one over here. I'm not quite sure how he did that. It looks like we've done a tiny bit of damage to him. We just took a pretty big hit there. He cast Magic Bolt and succeeded. Looks like we took a little bit of damage, but I'm not sure where a health bar might be. Info. Interesting. I really like this idea, though, of having like a consistent hero that kind of goes through and helps you with everything. So, alright, so there's a hit. Cosmic Goat was killed by Dwarf. We got him. Dwarf OP. LOL, GG. Alright, so that was fun. I obviously still have a lot to learn about this game. Some of it's still a little confusing, but that's alright. I'm really interested, again, as I've said before about indie games in the past, about where this will go. I love playing these games when they're in their nascent, like, first playable stages, and then over the next 3 to 6 months or even a year, you just see these games evolve and grow into like these fully fledged amazing pieces of work. And this game seems like it's got a lot of promise. I really like this whole idea of having the game built around a character, like a key character that you level up and has like their own reputation. I also like the whole card system, because that implies deck building, which is something I can really get behind and get really excited about all the strategies there. So yeah, this has been Chaos Reborn. If you want to check it out, it is available early access on Steam. And if you would like to see some more of this, please let me know in the comments, because I will probably be playing some more of this game, whether you ask me to or not. And in the meantime, if you like this video, please remember to hit the like button, as it helps out a great deal. If you would like to see more of my stuff, please remember to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.